Hello, Tarnish! So, I've been thinking about Elden Ring Nightreign a lot lately, and I don't mean, wow, this game is on my mind because it's good kind of thinking. I mean, like, wake up in the middle of the night sweating because I realized we might have just stepped on a rake kind of thinking. And look, I love From Software. I live for Soulslike games. But Nightreign, this might be the moment the industry learns the wrong lessons, and that kind of scares the hell out of me. So here's the thing. Nightreign dropped, and of course, it sold like crazy. It's FromSoft. People would pre-order a toothbrush from them if it had the word arcane in the title. But this time, something feels off. The game's gorgeous, the vibes are immaculate, and the boss intros, literal cinema. But let's not lie to ourselves. The game launched half-baked, missing NPC quests, broken item descriptions, bugs everywhere, entire legacy dungeons that feel like they were pulled straight from the cut content folder. Nightreign technically has quests, but they feel like drafts. Like Miyazaki wrote the outlines on a napkin and then Bandai Namco said, "That's it, let's go with it." So a lot of the quest lines are missing journal updates, have no clear direction, or bug out midway. Some NPCs just disappear or never progress, even if you meet the known requirements. There are reports of cut content tied to some quest lines. Several major NPCs don't even have voice acting, which makes them feel like placeholders. Like, come on, what are we, Genshin Impact? Come on, get your shit together From Software. Publishers are watching this go down with a magnifying glass and a notepad like, so wait, these guys can launch a buggy, unfinished game and people still defend it? Yo, write that down. Write that down. Now, imagine EA or Ubisoft doing this. Imagine they dropped a glitchy mess and say, don't worry, we'll patch it later. You'd riot. But From Software, now we say, it's okay, fam. Take your time. Fix it when you can. We're literally enabling the same bullshit we've spent years fighting against. Early access vibes in full price games. And this time, it's our favorite devs doing it. The worst part, we probably don't even notice how much we lowered our standards until we're 40 hours deep into Nightreign. I was like, okay, yeah, this quest doesn't finish, this area is broken, but the atmosphere though, the soundtrack, the one crypt that has lore. Bro, no? That's called coping. We're at a point where a beautiful map and a good boss music is enough to make us ignore bad pacing, broken systems, and missing content. Amidst the days when Souls games felt complete. Remember Dark Souls 1? Janky? Yes. But it was finished. Bloodborne? It's tight as hell. Even Elden Ring Vanilla had bugs, but it felt like a full meal. Nightreign feels like a very fancy appetizer tray, and we just convinced ourselves that we're full when we're really not. Let me be clear, I'm not mad at From Software. I still love him. Miyazaki is him. But this is how the cycle starts. This is how we go from games as art to games as minimum viable product with maximum DLC pipeline. The big studios are watching how we react to this. They're seeing how far they can push before we say, all right, that's enough. And the more we tolerate it from devs we like, the more ammo we give the ones we don't. Nightreign might have set a scary new precedent. You don't need to finish the game at launch, you just need the hype. If you love Nightreign, that's fine. I do too. I'm not saying burn it all down and uninstall it from your SSD. I'm just saying, be honest. We gotta stop pretending that being a fan means being a blind cheerleader. You can love something and still say, hey, this ain't it. We have to hold studios accountable, even the ones we adore, or we're gonna keep getting half-finished games wrapped in beautiful marketing. Also, real quick rant for a second, can we talk about how dangerously close we are to seeing loot boxes in Elden Ring? Like, I'm not saying there are any yet, but look at the trajectory. Nightreign has way more multiplayer features, weird cosmetics, and online-focused content than anything From Software has done before. And I can already feel some suit at Bandai Namco breathing down the dev team's neck like, you know what would really keep players engaged? Daily quests and randomized armor packs. No! that Fortnite brain rot out of my Erd tree. This is a game about decaying gauze and cosmic horrors, not XP boosts and login streaks. And don't get me wrong, co-op is cool, PvP is sick, and I love dueling some dude named Goku is my dad at the edge of a cliff. But From Software games have always been single player first. The multiplayer was spice, not the whole damn meal. Nightreign feels like it's flipping that. Like they've designed a bunch of the bosses assuming you'd summon people. They made areas with no lore or story because, hey, just run through it with your friends, right? And I get it, you want to make the game more social, more replayable. But if that comes at the cost of a tight, personal, introspective experience, the kind of game that makes you stare into a swamp and reflect on your life, then we're losing the soul of what makes these games so goddamn special in the first place. We didn't fall in love with Dark Souls because we got to emote next to a buddy. We fell in love because it was lonely, haunting, and quiet. Because every fight felt like your fight. Because every time you rang a bell or saw a phantom pass by, it meant something. Nightreign should have been single player focused first. Multiplayer can exist, sure, but not at the cost of story, depth, pacing, or handcrafted boss encounters that make sense solo. And the more this game leans towards co-op this, PvP that, online events here, the more I feel like I'm not on a journey anymore. I'm just another username in a fantasy Discord server. And anyways, that's my rant. I'm still probably going to be playing Nightreign. I'm still going to do maybe a faith build. I'm still gonna cry over the lore of that one knight who dreamed of a tree, but I'm also keeping my eyes open because if this becomes the new normal, yeah, we might have just fucked ourselves. And that's real. Catch you guys in the next one. Praise the moon, don't trust publishers. And as always, if you like the video, please hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you are notified when we do more lore deep dives and Elden Ring videos. As well, if you have not, head on over to Twitch at limerivt so you can watch me play Soulslike games on the daily. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye, Tarnish. Goodbye.